Two stories today. The U.S. Congress has given the go-ahead and voted overwhelmingly for the support of a bipartisan and congressional select committee to investigate January 6th. Obviously, this needed to be done. And obviously, as you probably could guess, all but 2 Republicans voted no on that. I shouldn't be surprised at that. The Republicans have been trying to stonewall any attempt to look into what happened on January 6th from the very beginning, because some of them are going to get implicated, and it's obviously going to implicate Donald Trump. I'm not a bit surprised at that at all. But they need to understand that this investigation is going to happen. If it hurts them in the long run, so be it. What happened on January 6th can't be swept under the rug. It can't just be forgotten about. That was a direct attempt by Donald Trump supporters to overthrow the election results of the duly elected new president, Joe Biden. It's got to stop. Now, we've had arrests, we've had people go to jail, but when are we going to start punishing the people at the top of that attack list? It's time for it to happen, and it's happening now. You can either get on board with this, or you can resist it and fight it all you want, but it's happening. Get it straight. It's coming. The second thing I want to talk about is that I read an article from Politico.com, and it's pretty striking considering what's going to be happening. DHS, Department of Homeland Security Intel Bulletin, warns of risk of attack anniversaries near. Now, what they're talking about basically is that August has not been a good year for the United States. Now, the Department of Homeland Security had warned its partners about concerns of violent attacks leading up to the anniversary of 2 domestic terror attacks, according to a recent intelligence bulletin issued by Politico. Now, the 2 attacks that they're talking about are obviously the 2019 El Paso shooting on August 3rd of 2019, and of course 2017, the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville on August 12th. That injured numerous people and killed 1 person. Now, I'm not going to give you a huge grisly story about a reminder of what happened here. But in both cases, people died, places were attacked, and people actually were murdered by right-wing white supremacist groups. And what did these two have in common? I think you already know. And not to mention the fact that this article actually references the Christchurch massacre in New Zealand, a terrorist attack on 2 mosques that cost us lives. Now, a lot of it is inspired by that, but this article also talks about the QAnon conspiracy that the former president will return in August, that Donald Trump, the same lie that's been pushed over and over and over again by millions of Trumpers, that Donald Trump is going to return to office this August, which is not going to happen because it's not constitutionally feasible to happen. But they actually believe it. And last week, looking from the article, last week a top counterterrorism official told members of Congress in a private briefing that officials were monitoring online chatter about the baseless theory that Trump could be reinstated in August. Now, you already saw photos and saw interviews of people, of Donald Trump supporters, that actually believe that he'll be back in August. And especially the threats that I believe that one person said, give me one quick second here, that now, the real problem I have with all of this is the simple fact that they actually believe all of it, that Donald Trump is going to be back sometime in August. Now, I have my problems with them, mental problems with them. They actually believe this. If Trump isn't reinstated, what exactly are you going to do? What exactly is it you're going to do if he's reinstated? You really think this guy cares about you? You think this guy is going to go that far for you? He's not. And it's just even more. It's gotten much more destructive and much more dangerous than we could ever think. Now, give me a second here. Now, Homeland Security has already put out bulletins to almost every major city in the country. Now, I'm not at liberty to say, but I've read some of those reports and some of those warnings, and it's just really, really, really dangerous that they actually believe it. Here we are. Now, John Cullen, the Department of Homeland Security's top counterterrorism official, told Congress on Wednesday that there is no credible threat linked to the conspiracy theory. His staff is actively monitoring extreme communications online. And there are a lot of them, believe me. And he said he was also worried about the heightened claims of election rigging and believes that Trump will be back in the White House could potentially lead to violence. Of course, but guess who the source of that violence is coming from? It's not coming from any of us. It's coming from the Donald Trump supporters and the conspiracy theorists. Now, obviously, we know what the source is coming from. Mike Lindell, the CEO of MyPillow, who should be fired by now, but whatever. He's saying that he'll be reinstated as president, and within months, that it will be the greatest rebirth in this country's history. His words, not mine. The Supreme Court, I think you need to understand, is not able to overturn any election anywhere. The only way to remove a sitting president, and we all know this, is through impeachment. If that became the case, the vice president, and just letting you know, Kamala Harris is the vice president. If Joe Biden goes, Kamala Harris is in. It's got to stop. This conspiracy theory that Donald Trump lost the election, had the election stolen from him, it has got to stop. How much more of this are we going to take? And how long is this going to go before it actually gets someone hurt? It's got to stop. Someone else could get killed on this. And the blood will be on the hands of Donald John Trump. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.